Hey everybody, welcome to Lace in Space Constellations on LSD. Thanks for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else and you decided to be here with me. So always want to show gratitude, always want to show appreciation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So guys, today I wanted to talk about Cancer. We're in Cancer season. So shout outs to the Cancers. We have like a few placements in Cancer right now. So we have Venus, Mercury in Cancer. And Cancer, I want to give you a big shout out because you're being the most aspected right now within the transits. You got the nodes and Chiron squaring you. We got Pluto quincunx. And then also when Pluto goes retrograde into Capricorn, that will square you. Cancer, I want to give you a shout out because you haven't been the same since 2022. It's been a very trying 2 years and got even thicker last year. Just this past 2 months since April has been very important for you in figuring out new changes, coming into new identities, seeing where we need to take up more inner and outer strength in our life, especially since the cardinals, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Y'all been in the gym, working on strength training, lifting them weights, trying to figure out where this pressure comes from. Why is there always a pressure in life? Or maybe I need to. But Cardinals, that's been important for you. And since you're part of the Cardinal family, Cancer, that's really been important for you, getting your physical and your mental health together. Figuring out emotional awareness, emotional integrity, a strong sense of character. And where on the home front, a lot has changed in the last 2 years. Professionally as well, the last 2 years. You're being the most aspected, Cancer, so it's been the heaviest for you these last 2 years. So this is an important birthday. A birthday where we're looking at life so differently. Especially since Jupiter's in your 12th house, where you're looking at the afterlife, death, looking at a few things, philosophy, just spaces of why am I living and where am I going? So since it's your season, I wanted to break down your energy. With Cancer on the rising, you are considered the first and a matriarch in your family. And also a patriarch. You're a certain grandchild. First girl, first boy. But you're a certain grandchild. Or you live with grandparents, even if there's older cousins. You are a specific grandchild and will be looked at as an authoritative in the family. With Leo in your second, you are very generous with your loved ones. You also have a natural inclination with children. And it makes you a nurturer regardless if you're male or female. You must be cautious of your very generous nature because it'll make you performative. And you don't always want to be the person that's waiting to make other people happy, especially if people aren't waiting to make you happy. You'll find that you are a natural creative. You can come up with many different ideas that usually resonate with home, family, and decor, products that help build self-esteem and confidence, and also with health, especially if you're a feminine energy, woman's health. And in some capacity, you'll like working in entertainment in some way. Virgo in the third means you feel like an errant child growing up. This is why you might have been known to be a perfectionist in some way. You are very extremely discerning, and this might make you paranoid at times. You must learn to ask for help and let others assist you, even if mistakes happen. And that's important for you as a cardinal. Because cardinals may not like letting go of the steering wheel. They have to be in control in some way. Many times because they are the first, the only, and pioneers in their family. But it's going to be very important for you, Cancer, to let people help you, especially in your own home. Sometimes that can be the space where you're the most controlling. But if all this pressure is on you, you'll always feel like you must do everything, be everything. And while this might make you a great problem solver, you can feel unseen. With Libra in the fourth, you are an idealist. It doesn't matter what they say or what you say. You're an idealist. You want a family in a traditional way, in some kind of traditional way. Does it come that way? I don't know. But you have strong ideals when it comes to how you will create your family. You're also prone to be treated as an equal to a parent. It's as if you and this parent split things down the middle. And there wasn't always really a strong reliance on them. They might even had a strong emotional reliance on you. You seem to find yourself closer to one parent, which is usually your mother. It's close in a way where you feel like you must protect her. And even though it's a strong connection, when you start to build your own family, you're going to realize how this needs to be a little bit less dependent. And that might be a theme for you in life, really separating from this parent or from your family home. Scorpio on the 5th. You can be a baby-making machine, so be careful of not jumping into procreating early. You love love, and since young, you can be prone to wanting a boyfriend and a girlfriend quite early. Since the moon is highly feminine, Cancerian women can feel like they're exposed to adult situations early, especially their sexuality. This also is very important since these placements can be prone to starting families early. It'll be your Cancer child that will tell you, hey, I'm going to have my kids and I'm going to be this type of dad or mom, or they're playing with the baby doll, or they're doing like playing the house game. Watch them. Or kids are doing that with them. Now, this also adds to your creativity and how you can be a manager or supervisor for others. So you're a creative manager in some way. And you'll find that early on, you'll see the gifts in your children and become their managers. With Sagittarius in the 6th, you are such a great support system. I would call you for a big, big favor at the most randomness of times. Why? Because most likely you got it. You're the person someone calls when they have that one collect call and they need something substantial wired to them. You're also prone to being very hard on yourself, taking on people's burdens as your own, which isn't always the most healthiest. Your nervous system must be balanced in this lifetime, especially since you are prone to avoiding issues that are about you. You're a cardinal, so you're a manager, you're a leader. You may be always looking at other people, and that can put you in spaces where you feel like you're always the errant child. Capricorn in the 7th. You're really serious as a kid sometimes and can attract older people. You attract people that can also be outside of your age group, outside of your culture, quite easily. You also might feel like you find more of your partnerships and more of your friendships as you get older, so after your Saturn return. And prior to that, you can stay in comfort zones or people that are familiar to you. So be careful, Cancer, that you don't keep repeating relationship, repeating friendships, repeating spaces with people where you're scared or unconsciously scared of letting go of this nostalgic energy. So your 30s are a huge break for you and wanting to meet different people. Aquarius in your 8th. Cancer, you are a money-making machine. You are good at maintaining multiple streams of income, even if it's multiple streams of income coming from different forms of people that you can associate with. And you can easily bring a group of people together to pool money with. You have an extraordinary influence, especially since you have natural nurturing ability. You become even more successful as you become older, and you peak in your 40s. Continue to put money in projects that give you long-term returns, and you will win. Also be aware of how you can be the money man, the money bank, the money woman, and how a few people can owe you money out there, and vice versa, since you can have multiple streams, and how you can owe some people some money out there. So just be conscious of that, especially since it's the house of shared resources. Pisces in the 9th. Cancer, always take trips by water. It'll be the best type of mental breaks for you. It doesn't always have to be large bodies of water, and it could be by nature too. But being by water will always be a go for you. You're extremely intuitive. It might have a gift of seeing the future. You can see what trends are and what trends are coming about from a mile away. And it helps keeps you on top of the market. And this is why Cancer dominance, powerful people in the game. Sometimes you might find that others may find your dreams a little hard to believe, and they may not always understand your philosophies. And that's okay, because you're a great teacher and you are leading the blind in some kind of way. Aries in the 10th. You will have high ambition, Cancer, but you do feel stunted in your younger years. You were in environments that were too serious for a child, and you might have saw that a parent's emotional settings, emotional underdevelopment could have gotten your way as a kid and didn't allow you to feel like a kid. So this hasn't really allowed you to feel like your true self. And this is a placement that tells you that you will feel lighter as you get older because you start to separate yourself from your past and those associations. Taurus in the 11th. Cancer, you are that supportive friend. Trying to find friendships that are just as supportive and lucrative as you might be a little hard to find. People come to you for help. And you know this. And you are great in building ambiance. You're a wonderful host. So people even love coming into your house, coming into your area. You're going to have snacks. You're going to have things going on for them. Now, it's best to make it your business to save money for the later years in your life. So early in life, start looking at insurance policies, trusts, things where you can save money for the later parts of life. And just for emergency funding, since people depend on you. And you might like that. Be conscious of your endocrine and reproductive health in this lifetime, as it is really sensitive for you, Cancer. Medicating through overconsumption seems to be near you in some capacity. Gemini in the 12th. Cancer, you're known to be moody because your mind is moving a mile a minute. You have a very overactive mind, and your anxiousness can come off as being irritated. Finding the right words can be hard for you because you're such a sensitive person, and being so vulnerable can make you feel incompetent. You got to be careful you don't come off as Jekyll and Hyde, and you don't want to be known as that. Your mood swings can also come from being overly fatigued. So rest when you feel overstimulated. Take some time away when you feel like you are operating too much in the external. And also, don't be afraid to talk to someone, even if it means that you have to go get therapy, clinical help. Go talk to someone. Because sometimes you may feel like since a kid, you weren't really allowed or space to really talk to your family in that way. So go get that help. So Cancer, thank you for listening. Have a great birthday. You deserve it. Jupiter's in your 12th. So this is a year of opening up spiritual awakenings, opening up just more the awareness of what is life. Good luck to you. And I love y'all for real. Umi.